So backstroke
Yeah.
is your favorite.
Yeah. I think it's consistently my favorite because I like to perform it. Yeah. I love performing it.
Oh, I'm not gonna be there for tomorrow.
Why?
I'm filming. I'm
Oh, I think you
filming.
should quit.
No, I will quit today. I will quit today.
But don't ask me for no money though.
No.
Yeah, Network.
You know what time it is. And if you don't look at me. The queen, the legend herself is here beside me. And God is good. Teedra Moses, how are you today?
God is good all the time.
All
I'm
the
great.
time. God is good.
I'm great.
How are you feeling? You're in London.
I'm feeling well, it's always just a lot of love here. So I'm feeling loved. That's what I'm feeling.
We love you. Like, I can't believe I'm actually sitting next to you. Like, since 2006,
Yes.
I've been thumping. If I believe in what I hear is true.
Ginger J got vocals?
Don't get, we got a job to do today. Don't get us duetting now. My boss is over there. Right, we're gonna get straight into it. New Orleans.
Yes.
What was it like growing up in New Orleans?
Now that I have grown up and I moved to Los Angeles and then to Miami, growing up in New Orleans was a place where I learned community, and I got all my soul from New Orleans.
See?
Yeah, because we are a soulful city. I live there again now,
Okay, nice.
and I'm reminded that more than anything, community. I grew up with community.
What influences did you take from growing up in New Orleans?
Musically, I'll say raw, just raw expression. I left before bounce became a big deal, but still, if you watch me perform or if you listen to my early music, there was bounce in everything. Even a slow song like Rescue Me has bounce in it, you know? So like, yeah, I think innately bounces in me. If it makes you do this, then I'm with it, yeah.
Bouncing on the way here. I was bouncing on the way here. If you could, who would be your musical influences from young that helped you to channel Teedra Moses into what you are today?
I'll start from the beginning and go up. So to the very beginning, I was a child in the 80s. I was a young child in the 80s, and my early voices that I heard that really were influential to me, Angela Winbush, Anita Baker. These are women that the things that they did with their voice, they had dynamics, you know.
Yes.
Angela Winbush had super dynamics with her voice. Then we go into the 90s, and you have Faith Evans.
Oh.
And then you have Mary J. Blige in the sense of more of her personality, you know what I mean? But those would be some of the most influential people. And I would have to say, these are vocalists I'm talking about. But then when I think about musicians, I would have to say Stevie Wonder and Prince.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Touching on Mary J.
Yes.
What was it like working with Mary J?
I didn't work directly with her. I worked with Raphael Sadiq on the record. And it was just, to be honest with you, I'll tell you this. It was a goal of mine to write a song for Mary J. Blige.
Definitely.
And Raphael provided me the opportunity to do that.
Yes.
So I'm forever grateful. I mean, I didn't have to be in the studio with Mary J. Blige. Ginger J, I wrote a song for Mary J. Blige.
I'm sorry, did you hear the way how she said Ginger J? Now, I've spoken to a lot of Americans now, and they always get it wrong. Now, I like the way how you say Ginger J. You're going to distract me from the interview now,
We're going to stay with it. We're going to stay with it.
Right, Complex Simplicity. 20 years.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Was it before its time?
I'll take that. There's a lot of things I don't. People say, oh, you deserve more, you underrated, you know, people slept on you, whatever. But I will take that if it came out maybe 10 years later, the space would have been open for people to pay more attention to it. But I'm almost grateful that it came out 10 years earlier, because then maybe if the space was there and so many people took to it, it wouldn't be something beloved the way it is. Wow. And I like the way that it's something like people feel like, oh, you know, especially like you go back 10 years from now, people be like, oh, you know about Teedra? I know about Teedra. So people would like bond on knowing about me as an artist and knowing about this album. It was like this little beautiful kept secret that people had. And I think that if it had come out 10 years earlier, later,
Later.
maybe it'd just be an album that people loved at the time. you know.
I'm not gonna lie. The complexity, you was a little secret. You was one of my secrets in terms of music.
Mm-hmm.
I liked to tell people, do you know about Teedra?
Right.
Do you know about Teedra? Because it was my big brother that told me about your album.
Mm.
At 16, remember, I was 16 years old, my
Mhm.
birthday. He said, listen to this album. And, it was, and the first song that came on was You Better Tell Her.
Mm.
And it was The Bounce.
Mm.
And I'm a bouncer. I like to bounce.
You like to bounce.
I like to bounce. But because I was so young, and in the hood, they don't listen to R&B like that
Mhm.
where I'm from. So I got to play Be Your Girl.
Mhm.
And then everyone's like, who's that? I'm like, oh, you don't know.
Right.
Oh, that's complex simplicity
Just
right
put
there.
them on.
You look better, get to know. So you saying that it was a best kept secret. I believe in something, everything in time and nothing before its time.
Amen.
So when people say things it was before its time or it's, no.
Yeah.
It was the right time.
Yeah.
Because look at you 20 years later.
Yeah.
Right?
And I don't think
Celebrate
we would have the same reaction 20 years later if it came out 10 years ago.
it. Not at all.
Yeah.
Everything in time and nothing before its time.
Mhm.
So it was the right time, people.
Yes,
okay?
it was.
It was the right time. It was the right time. Ooh. I'm going to ask you a question off topic. Sorry, boss. Sorry, she gave me the side eye. She gave me the side eye. She gave me the side eye. I'm a swipe. I'll get to him. Boss. I'll get to him. In the UK,
Mhm.
where's your favorite place to be?
Camden.
Oh, why?
Jazz Cafe. I hit the Jazz Cafe throughout my career probably 2 times a year for a long time up until I started playing like Coco's and maybe bigger places. But even even when I come here and I'm not working, I'll go stay in Camden because I just know the area.
Mm-hmm.
I can walk around and find like there's a sneaker store every year. When I would come every 2 years, every 2 times a year, I would buy sneakers at this store. I didn't even buy sneakers in America because I knew I was going to be there and they had a great selection.
Yeah.
Like the people are strange in a really good way.
In a really good way in Camden.
Yeah,
They
people
are
are really strange. And
Yeah.
I just found out that why is her name? Yeah, she's
Amy?
Amy. Is from the. I didn't even know that till
She's
like a
from
couple of days ago.
The market, the middle of the market.
You know what I
She's
mean? And
from-
I didn't
yeah.
know that, and that makes sense that I really love that space. I have artwork on my wall right now in Miami that is from Camden
Wow.
Marketplace. You know what I mean?
Camden. Teedra Moses is in Camden.
I'd be outside.
Be outside. That means
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be in Camden more often. I'm just letting you know.
And it's partly because of that's what I was exposed to. I haven't
Yeah.
been exposed to a lot of places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Camden is a great place. It's a
It is.
great place to do exactly what you said, shopping, and the people there are nice.
Yeah.
They're weirdly nice.
Weirdly nice.
They're weirdly
Yeah.
nice. So I like
Strange
that. I like
in a
that
good
about
way.
Camden. You shared on the Touré show. Do you remember what you shared on the Touré show?
I shared a lot of things.
Okay.
We talked for about a good
I'm
3
gonna
hours.
remind you what you shared on the Touré show. Right, on the Touré show, you got sued for the Christina Milian.
Yes.
What was that like?
I felt it was unfair because I didn't have anything to do with the music.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote the lyrics and the melodies in the lyrics. What they sued us for was this sound that goes ding 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 ding, some type of Asian. Did you watch Sunday? We're different in age, but did you watch the Saturday morning karate? I don't know if they did that in the UK.
No.
We had Saturday morning karate in my age group
Okay.
in America, and it's like cartoons, then karate, right?
We had cartoons and then
I feel bad for y'all that didn't have the karate.
Crocodile Dundee. Do you remember the Australian?
Yes, I know, but karate was so much better. Anyway, so and that's the sound. It was like one of those, like if you've seen any of like the Bruce Lee movies or something, they have this generic sound,
Yeah.
and so they sued us for this generic sound, and I lost a lot of money. I made a lot of money on that record, but they came back and just
It's the industry.
took the money back.
That's the industry.
That's the business,
The business and
and you need to know it. Because
talking
it has
about
never happened to me again, and it will never happen to me again, because we're going to sign something when I write a record with you that says I don't have any type of responsibility for what's going on with the musical part. But I didn't know that. That was just that was a very expensive lesson that I do not regret.
Okay.
I've paid attention to business so much better since then.
saying that you make it a rule that you own all of your publishers.
Yeah, I've always
right?
owned all my publishing.
Can you explain to the younger artists out there that don't fully understand why it is so important to own your own publishing?
I think owning your publishing at this point is almost a given. I think a lot of people own their publishing. I will tell you that with publishing, you work less. You don't have to work as hard to make your money. You know, when you own your publishing, you own. So there's two parts of this. People say 50-50, but it was explained to me, and genuinely, when they speak in contract terms, it's 100% of the musical side and 100% of the lyric and melody, or however that goes. And you, I think that's how it goes. I'm getting confused right now. But either way, no, it's 100% of the publisher side and then the writer side. I think that's how it goes. 100% publisher, 100% the writer. How we split it on the creative side is 50 to the, well, not 50. It's according to who writes and who produces, right?
Okay,
I'm normally the only sole writer on any songs I write. So I have 50%. The producer has 50%. But I also have the 100% of the publishing part.
Okay.
Where the producer might not. The producer might have his sold to somebody else.
Okay.
So he might have 50% and then he doesn't get anything on the writer side.
Because you.
I mean, the publisher side.
Okay.
You just see, so that's why it's 200.
Okay.
Right. See, so I have 100 on both sides. That's a given. You should own your own publishing. You should own your own masters. That's what you should own. Because I got into that later.
Okay.
Owning my own masters, and that money just hit a lot better.
She said the money hit a lot better. Did you see the smile when the money hit a lot better?
It
We're trying to
does.
get to the bag, guys. So make sure you
does.
taking these lessons.
I don't believe in starving artists.
Oh.
I don't think that's fair.
Just hearing that in the industry, there's so many starving artists.
Yeah.
Especially female artists.
Yeah.
And female artists have to work twice as hard
Yes.
because they're female.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Do you think anything has changed within your time in the music industry? Have you seen an elevation with female artists and the time that they get to be in the studio and get their music out properly?
Yeah, because I think that in the great words of I can't think of her name, the lady from Eurythmics and Annie Lennox.
Okay.
Annie Lennox and Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
Sisters are doing it for themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
at this point, women are taking lead roles. You know, some of your best writers are women.
Yeah.
You know, you have producers now that are women, and women are taking lead roles in there as performers. It used to be women being told what to do. No, now women are deciding what they want to look like and what songs they want to sing, and being more of the decision makers in the process of this music being made and artists being put out. So I think that we have less of that. I do think that it is more costly to do this as a woman, because you have to get your hair, your makeup done. You have to have wardrobe. I don't wear the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
And not because I care what people think. It's just I've presented that already. It's like art. I'm not gonna come to you in a new presentation with the same song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a new song. So it's different for women, but it's definitely not a war is me thing.
That's good. That's good. R&B. How do you feel about it today?
I think it's going all right. We're doing all right. I think we're doing good. I think there was a spot, I think really around a little past 2004
Yeah.
when my project came out, Usher, Tweet. It was a lot of good people during that time. Shortly after that, by the time we got to like 2005, 2006, it was starting to look real crappy.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Can we swear? Can we swear? No, we don't need to swear. Yeah, we will stop that. I was gonna say a word. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to be giving. But then we got to like the 2010s and we started to see a little bit. But now, because I used to say it's coming.
Do you think the 90s and the 2000s is making a way back to R&B?
Yeah, definitely the early 2000s.
It is,
I think the 90s has done it. Like
It's done it.
I think we've seen the 90s come back, but I think not because it's the age. Is like, so if my album is 20 years old, that means someone that was born around that time and probably grew up their first 5 years cleaning the house to that album.
Yes.
That's the pivotal time when things soak into you, right?
Definitely,
That's the pivotal time when you get to about 2021 that you think about when nothing you had to care. You were caring about like who stole your popsicle. It was not
Yeah.
a big deal. So the nostalgia is hitting
The
around the
influences are
time of
coming
my first album. You know,
Yeah.
the people that are 2021 that are now starting to face real life, they want to touch their comfort zones again. Their comfort zone is the music that came out when they were younger. You know what I mean? So that's why we're having a resurgence of that.
Definitely. I'm enjoying this. The conversation is so in depth, but in the right place.
Cool.
What artists would you like to work with, past or present?
I love Pharrell. I would love to work with him as a producer.
That would be dope.
I love D Miles. He's an amazing producer.
Dope.
Who else? Let me see. I think that Janelle Monáe is amazing.
Oh,
and she's also a
amazing.
lover of Prince like I am, and I would love to see what we could do together. Um, I love Faith Evans. She's the person that taught me how to sing, so I would love to do a song with Faith Evans. And she's a friend of mine, so I'm gonna make that happen one
Get
day.
in the comments. Get in the comments. We need a Teedra Moses and Faith Evans
Yeah,
collab.
I would
What?
love that.
How come that's not happened?
I don't know. I think we just never really did it. But she's somebody that's really cool. Early on in my career, she saw me perform, and she was one of my people, you know. And she came up to me after the performance, and she was like, "Girl, you did that, like, just so cool." And I just was like, "Yo, that's crazy," because I didn't tell at the time, but I definitely learned how to sing from listening to her albums and trying to follow along. And one of my favorite gospel singers is Karen Clark, and she had Karen Clark's voice in R&B, so I just loved hers. But I'm gonna work to make that happen. I am gonna definitely
Please
work to make
do,
that
please do, please do. I'm going to go back to Complex Simplicity. What's your favorite song on there that others may not think is?
happen. I don't know if others think it or not. My favorite song changes. I pretty much stick with this song. No, it does, because it's according to what's going on. For a long time, my mother's song was the favorite song, especially with my sons. On the 15 year, we re-released the album in 15 years, and my sons, they did a couple of verses. My sons are a part of a group called Coast Contra that's doing really, really well. But they
Wait,
did
the rap group?
Yeah,
Don't,
the twins are my sons.
we're still filming.
Yeah, okay. So they did that then. So that used to be my favorite. But I think what's consistent is Backstroke, because I love performing it. And that's my most consistent.
Sorry, I'm just getting excited. Because that's what.
Oh, okay.
I was about,
Okay. I thought she was like,
"Something
cut it off.
in
I
your
don't know.
back."
Okay.
Don't get it started. Picture
Yeah.
me, one of those conceited friends.
Yeah.
Top down, so far, so few in. Don't. I will karaoke your whole album right
love
now.
it. I love it.
right
I love
now. So Backstroke
Yeah.
is your favorite.
Yeah. I think it's consistently my favorite because I like to perform it. Yeah. I love performing it.
Oh, I'm not gonna be there for tomorrow.
Why?
I'm filming.
I don't think you should quit.
No. I will quit today. I will quit today.
But don't ask me for no money, though.
No. I don't need money. I'll be the backup dancer. I'll be there. Let the wind blow in the shirt. You know, I'll be open.
You're giving 90s R&B?
Oh, go. Keep sweat. Don't make me do it.
I love it.
Right, we're gonna go off topic. We are
Okay.
gonna go off topic. What are the things you like to do in your off time?
I love to hike.
Oh.
I'm a cannabis consumer. I love to just chill and binge watch TV and consume cannabis and just, not think about much. I like to travel. I don't like to move around a lot, but I do like to travel a lot. So I like to lay by the beach. So I like to lay by the beach all on different continents.
Okay.
I like to hang out with my friends, just chilling. We don't do much. I'm a big chill person. Yeah.
Chill. We love to
And I
chill.
like to listen to music. I like to dance in the mirror. I have mirrors all on the walls in my house. So I love my own company. I love listening to Black Coffee or whoever, more upbeat music, Fela Kuti, and just dance in the mirror. I love that.
We've got similarities. I dance in the mirror every morning.
That's a really great way to start your day.
I dance. I just dance.
Yeah.
Dancing, for some reason, gives a different spirit and a
It
different
does.
frequency.
It does. And I don't think people understand movement. We hold energy in our body.
Yes.
Western medicine doesn't talk about this, but if you
Not
talk
at
to
all.
people in Eastern medicine, they'll talk about how you all hold different things in different parts of your body. Moving your hips is really, really essential to being free from certain energies. So I like to move my hips.
Move your hips.
Move your hips.
I tell them all the time because
Yes.
I'm shaped like my mum. I got childbearing hips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
He is so funny. I love it.
oh, so I get stupid. Right. When you're in the studio, how do you set your vibe? What do you need in the studio to set your vibe to get it cracking?
I just need the engineer that knows how to work at my pace because I've set the vibe already when I wrote the song at my house. I don't like to write in the studio. I just go into the sing. The studio is work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just work. It's like you go in and you get to work. You know,
Okay.
the writing process is more where I enjoy. I set my vibe. You know, I'm definitely going to consume my cannabis. I'm going to play the track over and over, and I look in the mirror and I sing to myself. And I write songs just looking at myself in the mirror. But the studio, I go in. It's like a quick conversation with the engineer, because it's probably somebody that I've been working with forever, and I'm not gonna just walk in and get to work. I want to know how their day is going and things like that, and then we get to it. You know, all I really need, and I like to. This was what I will say: don't turn lights on when in my booth. Keep it all dark, because I don't like to be spectated. I don't want somebody just looking at me like, oh, what is she gonna do? I don't want you to see me, and if I see you looking at me, it's weird, you know. So I like it dark in there, and I also like it dark because I feel like it's more cozy when it's dark, and it feels more cumbersome.
Yeah.
And I like to be in the spaces, like I love writing in my car or in the bathroom. Not that I'm using the bathroom, I just like to be in a small space. The energy just bounces right back to me. But yeah, that's basically it. I definitely like. I like a good engineer.
The right setting.
Yeah, a good engineer will make or break your experience in the studio.
100%. And the right cannabis. You got to be.
Yeah, well, I stay with that. I've never got the wrong cannabis.
Tell me twice.
I'm actually starting my own cannabis company.
Oh.
Yeah, so I will let you guys know how that goes.
I will be your plug over here.
Okay.
We straight.
All
You know,
right.
we in the business.
All right.
Not that business. I mean, not that business. We, you know,
Yeah,
consuming medical
no.
illegal cannabis.
Yeah, there we go.
We gonna talk.
CBD.
CBD. Do you see how we're working? Do you see how it's working? What I don't get, she gonna get.
Exactly. I'm with
Right.
you.
Before you go, okay, so when you look at how the 20 years has gone since the release of Complex Simplicity, and you have the show tomorrow,
Yes.
how are you feeling? What is everything generated? What is going on?
I have a lot of gratitude. I started the tour in the U.S. and we hit most of the East Coast cities, and then I came over here, and the love for this album is outside of me. Like, you know what I mean? It's not something that I look at like, oh, I did this. I just feel like all the supporters, you know, we got me to Tiny Desk, you know, we got me world renowned, you know, and I'm really appreciative. So I get to see all the we's that helped my whole career. And some people, I've seen them the beginning, then they like kind of fall off by the 5th year or, you know, the 10th year. And now that we're doing this 20 year, everybody's back at it like we never left, you know, and it's really good. It's really, really good.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and the show tomorrow is going to be amazing. I have great UK support.
You do.
Shay's Universe,
Shay's
who I
Universe.
love. I keep saying her name wrong. Manelia.
Oh, you thought I was. Oh, she was thought we were going to help.
I
No,
thought she was gonna
no.
help me. Manelia is amazing. I met her at the Mobos. Beautiful young woman, great artist. And I have a surprise. I have a great UK surprise popping out with me, so it's gonna be cool.
Wicked. I'm so upset I'm not going to be able to make it.
And I'm so offended.
I'm cancelling filming tomorrow. I'm cancelling filming. I'm not trying to offend Teedra. No way. What made you choose London as for the milestone of Complex Simplicity?
I never chose London. London chose me.
Oh.
So there's no way. There's certain cities I can't say I'm celebrating 20 years and not come to. London has helped me feed my children. London has helped me gain this wonderful lifestyle I have that is not cheap, you know? So how could I travel around saying I'm celebrating 20 years and not come to London?
That is so... Gonna make me...
You're so dramatic.
What is the biggest thing about London for you? Because you talk so highly.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
I think it's a bubbling place for the world. People talk about New York, but New York is too far.
Yes.
As a person that lives in America and has traveled here multiple times throughout the last 20 years, I saw a lot of the trends that are prevalent now here first, especially in music, especially in black music.
Okay.
I saw the people in the UK sustain what was popular back then that America started to toss away. I saw the UK sustain real R&B music when people were saying, is it necessary to even have R&B anymore in America?
Yeah.
So I think particularly for me, you guys are the center even though you're considered West, you're the center because you grab things from everywhere, and then we kind of get left out of it until it's huge. Then it
Okay.
gets to us. Do you understand?
Okay.
Because we're so far away. You guys are closer in. You're the center. You get everything. So me coming here gave me like an advantage.
It makes
Even
sense.
down to, I'll say something very simple. I remember my band used to come here. This is no disrespect to anybody. They used to come here and be like, why they wear these jeans so small? Why they wear their pants so small? I'm serious. But then you gave it like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the whole world was wearing their
wearing them.
pants small.
Yeah.
And I don't think you guys get credit for a lot of what you, what trends that you either carry to the rest of the world or start.
True, very true. Talking about trends, London slang or British slang. Do you know any?
Not really. I know the ends.
The ends,
I
yeah.
know. I know what it. I know what the ends
the
is.
ends.
You know. I know they don't say this anymore. But when I first started coming here, everybody used to be like, "In it."
In it.
Yeah, they used to say that a lot. I don't hear it at all
In
anymore.
it's turned into like.
It's like now.
Yeah,
I
it's
liked
like.
in it.
Yeah, in it.
I liked
yeah.
in it
Yeah, what
so
happened
much.
to in it?
I don't know. Where
Why
did
we
it go?
stop in it?
I loved in it.
We used to
Let
do
me
In It.
see. I don't think I know anything else outside of those two things. I watch Top Boy, so I know that y'all. I'm assuming y'all call dope food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't do that in America. That's not something we do in America. I don't know. I don't think I know anything else.
No slang, just in it, old school in it.
Old school in it, and I know what the ends is. I think that's slang because
That's
people
cool. That's all we
people
need to
around
know.
the world don't know what the ends
As long
is.
as you know what the ends is, you're in the ends now. You're in the
I'm in
ends
the
now. They
ends?
just gentrified this part.
They gentrified the
Yeah, we
ends?
take you 5 minutes down the road, you're in my ends.
Oh, I'm in your ends.
Yeah, you're in the hood,
Okay,
you're in the
all right.
ends. You can-
I like y'all kind of like proximity to Jamaican
Yes, yes, the
terms.
culture.
Yeah, so like I like that. So there's like
the mix
you
and
know
blend.
you mix it in, and it's like people would know Jamaican heritage still, you know.
Definitely,
Get
definitely.
into it.
It's
Yeah,
how
I like
the
that.
elders raised us over here in London.
Yeah.
Definitely, the elders, Jamaican, London, British. It's all big blend. in
Yeah,
all of
that's
the
another
cities.
thing I like about London is like you don't melt no one melts together in they call America a melting pot, but it's very segregated in the sense of you stay who you are, you know. But here everybody melts. in
Everyone's together. You
Yeah.
ain't got a choice. We ain't
Yeah.
got a choice. The
I love
roads are
that.
too close.
No, I got you. I got
Right,
you.
Teedra, thank you so much.
Thank
it has
you,
been
darling.
an absolute honor.
Thank you so
This
much.
is the Air Network,
I
and this
appreciate
has
it.
been Teedra Moses. We're gonna go outside and consume some cannabis. Yeah, Network, we're the best. We're the best at it. Ginger J, you know what we're doing. You already know what to do with it. You already know what to do with it. Share, like, and subscribe, guys. Hit the post. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, because Teedra Moses is in town. This is Yeah Network, and we're about to go get it. Complex simplicity. Ain't nothing complex around here.
Yeah Network.